Welcome to lecture series EPG Padasala for Computer Science. In this lecture, I will be summarizing configuration management, management components, standards and certification. These topics were discussed in detail in the previous lectures. Learning objectives: summarize the software configuration management and documentation control process, outline the various software quality assurance project process standards, summarize the role of management components in software quality assurance, outline the challenges faced in software quality assurance. Major content of this presentation has been prepared from the textbook Software Quality Assurance from Theory to Implementation, authored by Daniel Gellin, Pearson Education Limited, 2004. Software configuration management. Software configuration management deals with all the issues related to control of software changes, proper documentation of changes, registering and storing the approved software versions, provision of the relevant information and supply of copies of registered versions throughout the software systems life cycle. Software configuration management. Software configuration management tasks are classified into the following 4 groups. 1. Control of software change. 2. Release of software configuration item and software configuration versions. 3. Provision of software configuration management information services, and 4. Verification of compliance to software configuration management procedures. Baseline versus intermediate software configuration versions. Baseline versions are configuration versions that are planned ahead during a system's development or operating stage. Baseline versions are also reviewed and approved. They serve as milestones in the software system's life cycle. Intermediate versions or configuration versions are released to respond to immediate needs. They will not receive the attention and efforts typically invested in baseline versions. Documentation control. Control document, a document that is currently vital or may become vital for the development and maintenance of software systems, as well as for the management of current and future relationships with the customer. Quality record. A quality record is a special type of controlled document. It is a customer targeted document that may be required to demonstrate full compliance with customer requirements and effective operation of the software quality assurance system throughout the development and maintenance process. Objectives of documentation control. The main objectives for managing controlled documents are to assure the quality of the document, to assure the document's technical completeness, compliance with approved document structure and use instructions, to assure future availability of documents that may be required for maintenance, further development of the software system or responding to the customer's complaints, to support investigation of software failure causes and to assign responsibility as part of corrective and other actions. Documentation control activities. The objectives are fulfilled by performing the following actions: deciding which document types are to be categorized as control documents and which control document types are to be classified as quality records, deciding the level of control adequate for each type of document, following up of compliance with the control document list. This task may be introduced into the internal quality audits plan. Analyzing follow-up findings, and initiating the required updates, changes, removals, and additions to the controlled documents list. Project progress control. Project progress control has one immediate objective: early detection of irregular events. The main components of project progress control are control of risk management activities, project schedule control, project resource control, and project budget control. Now, let us discuss project progress control. The implementation of project progress control requires the following to be defined for each project: person or management unit responsible for progress control, frequency of progress reports required from the various project management levels, situations where project leaders are required to report immediately to management, situations where lower level management is required to report immediately to upper level management, management audits of project progress which deal with how well reporting by project leaders and other managers. Software quality metrics, two alternative but complementary definition to describe quality metric as a category of software quality assurance tools. A quantitative measure of the degree to which an item possesses a given quality attribute. A function whose inputs are software data and whose output is a single numerical value can be referred as the degree to which the software possesses a given quality attribute. Software quality metrics objectives. Software quality metrics are implemented to support control of software development projects and software maintenance contracts, compliance with functional and performance requirements, compliance with project timetable and budget, to deliver the metrics accumulated and analyzed by the corrective action board. Use of this metrics data is aimed at enabling preventive and corrective actions throughout the organization. Software quality metrics requirements. Quality metrics is determined by the degree to which the following general and operative requirements are fulfilled. General requirements: relevant, measures an attribute of considerable importance; valid, measures the required attribute; reliable, produces similar results when applied in similar conditions; comprehensive, applicable to a large variety of situations; mutually exclusive, does not measure attributes already measured by other metrics. Operative requirements: easy and simple. Data collection is implemented with minimal resources. Does not require independent data collection. Metrics data collection is based on currently employed data collection systems. Example: employee attendance records, cost accounting methods. Immune to biased interventions by interested parties, team members and others. Defining a new software quality metric. The definitions of metrics involves a 4-stage process. Definition of attributes to be measured, software quality, development team productivity, etc. Formulation of the metric and assessment of its adequacy with respect to metrics requirements. Determination of comparative target values, indicator to enable the evaluation of the performance measured by the metrics. Determination of the metrics application process, the reporting method, metrics data collection method. Cost of software quality. Objectives. The objectives of cost of software quality measurements relate to management interventions on the basis of economic data to control the costs associated with error prevention prior to occurrence and detection of errors once they occur, to evaluate the extent of economic damages of software failures and prevention and appraisal costs as a basis for revising and updating the software quality assurance budget, to facilitate economic evaluation of planned increases or decreases in software quality assurance activities or investment in new or updated software quality assurance infrastructure based on past economic performance. Cost of software quality implementation. Implementation of a cost of software quality system in an organization requires delineation of the cost of software quality model for the particular organization, with each quality cost item related to one of the model's cost subclasses, determination of the method of cost data collection for each cost item, institution of the planned cost of software quality system including follow-up procedures, taking actions on the basis of the cost model's findings. Cost of software quality implementation difficulties. The standard difficulties that affect accuracy and completeness of quality cost data are inaccurate and incomplete identification and classification of quality costs, negligent reporting, human tendency for biased reporting, especially of internal and external costs, biased external failure cost records due to indirect or if not hidden compensation of customers that is not officially recorded as external failure costs. Software quality assurance standards benefits. The ability to make use of the most sophisticated and comprehensive professional methodologies and procedures or standards. Better understanding and cooperation between users of the same standards, between team members and between project teams, between software developers and external participants in the project, between suppliers and customers. Software quality assurance contributions. Provision of superior professional methodologies for use in the development process and for its management. Provision of software quality assurance certification services based on independent professional quality audits. Provision of tools for self-assessment of achievements in planning and operating an organization's software quality assurance system. ISO 9003 general principles. Customer focus, understanding a customer's current and future needs. Leadership exercised in the creation and maintenance of a positive internal environment in order to achieve the organization's objectives. Involvement of people at all levels to further organizational goals. ISO 9003 general principles, process approach, activities and related resources perceived and managed as a process. Systems approach to management, managing processes as a system. Continual improvement of the organization's overall performance. Factual approach to decision making. Decisions based on analysis of data and information. Mutually benefited supplier relationship. Emphasis on coordination and cooperation. ISO 9003 certification process to acquire ISO 9003 certifications, organizations must plan the organization's activities for gaining certification, develop the organization's software quality assurance system including procedures, obtain approval of procedures by the certifying organization, implement the organization's software quality assurance system, undergo certification audits of actual performance of the software quality assurance system. Capability maturity model principles. Application of more highly elaborated software quality management methods increases the organization's capability to control quality and improve software process productivity. Application of the 5 levels of the capability maturity model enables the organization to evaluate its achievements and determine what additional efforts are needed to reach the next capability level. Process areas are generic, with the model defining what and leaving the how to the implementing organizations. That is, the choice of life cycle model, design methodology, software development tool, programming language and documentation standard. Software quality assurance, project process standards. Project process standards focus on methodologies for carrying out software development and maintenance on the how of software development project implementation. The main benefits are the ability to apply the most professional software development and maintenance methodologies, the ability to apply state of art project process procedures, better mutual understanding and coordination among teams, especially between development and maintenance teams, greater cooperation between the software developer and external participants in the project, better understanding and cooperation between suppliers and customers based on incorporation of known standards within the contract. IEEE standards, the 3 standards discussed are IEEE EIA standard 12207, the framework standard, IEEE standard 1012 on verification and validation, IEEE standard 1028 on reviews. The framework standard, general concepts, applicability of the standard and its adaptation by tailoring. The standard is applicable to projects that vary by size, complexity and user. Applicability for all participants in the software life cycle. The standard serves all the participants of the software life cycle, acquirers, suppliers, developers, operators and maintainers, and provides separate section for each participant. Flexibility and responsiveness to technological changes. The standard instructs how to do and not exactly how to do a project. Users can choose their life cycle model. Software links with its system. For each phase of the life cycle, the standard establishes strong links between the software and the system of which it is a part. Total quality management consistency. The standard is consistent with total quality management concepts. No certification of developer organizations. The standard does not require certification of the developer organization. Baselining. The standard requires that the software configuration versions be prepared according to the project schedule. The framework standard continued. Task related concepts. Allocation of responsibility for activities and tasks. The performance of each process, activity and task is assigned to a unit or individual. Modularity of software lifecycle components. Components of the software lifecycle, especially activities and tasks, are to be modular as much as possible. Levels of required conformance to tasks. The standard defines 4 levels of required conformance in descending order: will, shall, should and may. Nature of evaluation task. The standard requires that evaluation of entities, process, activity, report, etc. with given purpose be conducted against the defined criteria. Verification and validation. A broad definition of verification and validation activities. The standard views verification and validation activities broadly to be performed throughout the software life cycle. Software integrity levels and adapted verification and validation requirements. The standard distinguishes 4 integrity levels: high, major, moderate and low, according to the criticality of the software function, module or unit. Prescriptive standard requirements lists the tasks to be performed for every activity throughout the software life cycle. Required independence of verification and validation activities. Independent verification and validation are defined in the standard as managerial, technical and financial independence in the performance of the verification and validation process. Compliance with international and IEEE standards. The standard requires compliance with international and IEEE standards. Recognition of special characteristics of verification and validation of reusable software. The difficulties of performing verification and validation activities for reusable software are recognized. Verification and validation continued. Application of verification and validation metrics. The standard requires 2 classes of metrics: metrics for evaluation of software development processes and products, metrics for quality and coverage evaluation of verification and validation activities. Detailed quantitative criteria for verification and validation tasks. Specific quantitative criteria for verification and validation tasks including correctness, consistency, completeness, accuracy, reliability and testability are defined. Reviews. The standard applies the following concepts: high formality. Review processes are formal as realized in authorization and documentation contents requirements. Follow up. The standard extends the review process to include follow up and approval of satisfactory performance of the required corrections listed in the review document, irrespective of the type of review. Compliance with international and IEEE standards. The standard complies with other IEEE standards and international standards. Now, let us discuss the management role in software quality assurance. 3 levels of management found in many software development organizations are top management, department management, project management. Top management responsibilities: assuring the quality of the company's software products, communicating to all employees the importance of product and customer satisfaction, assuring satisfactory functioning with customer requirements, ensuring software quality assurance system objectives are established, planning and controlling implementation of changes necessary to adapt the software quality assurance system. Department management responsibilities: preparation of the department's annual software quality assurance activities program and budget, preparation of the department's software quality assurance system development plans, control of performance of the department's annual software quality assurance activities program and development projects, presentation of the department's software quality assurance issues to top management in the person. Project management responsibilities, professional hands-on tasks, preparation of project and quality plans and their updates, participation in joint customer supplier committee, close follow-up of project team staffing including attending to recruitment, training and instruction. Management tasks, performance of review activities and the consequent corrections including participating in some reviews. Software development and maintenance units performance with respect to development, integration and system test activities. Performance of acceptance levels, software installation in customer sites, performance of review activities and consequent corrections. Actors of software quality assurance system, staff members whose software quality assurance activities represent all or part of their standard assignments or whose participation in software quality assurance bodies goes beyond the regular activities, namely software quality assurance unit members, software quality assurance trustees, software quality assurance committee members, software quality assurance forum members. Facing the future software quality assurance challenges, growing complexity and size of software packages, growing integration and interface requirements, shorter project schedules, growing intolerance of defective software products. Summary: documentation control and software configuration management are very critical in improving the quality of a software. The role of management components in software quality assurance has been discussed. The future challenges in implementing software quality assurance has also been discussed. I acknowledge the authors of the books which I have referred and the web resources I have used for this presentation. Thank you.